What is up, my friends? Welcome back to your average gentleman. It is your boy Evan. In today's video, I'm gonna be reviewing two pairs of Chelsea boots from the Thursday Boots Company, the Duke and the Cavalier. This is not a sponsored video. A little backstory: I bought a pair of black laced up boots from the Thursday Boots Company about 2 years ago. This is called the Captain. Anyways, I really loved this pair of boots. I did a review about it. Link below if you want to check it out. And recently, about 2 months ago, I saw their Chelsea boots and I was like, damn! Gotta get my hands on those. So I reached out to Thursday Boots and they are kind enough to send me 2 pairs of their boots for free and told me just do whatever I want to do with these boots. These are the Duke in Honey Suede and these are the Cavalier in Desert. I am free to say whatever I want, so although I'm a big fan, I will try my best to give the most unbiased review to you guys. And without further ado, let's begin. As you can see from the intro, there's really nothing wild or mind-blowing about the box. Although the boots are wrapped pretty nicely and they have a lot of paper stuffings. I always love these stuffings because I'm just too cheap to get those super expensive shoe trees. So I like to use these kind of paper stuffings to act as shoe trees. Which, pro tip, it totally works, man. So if you're like me, you don't want to spend too much money on those super expensive shoe trees, then these paper stuffings act as a super great shoe tree to keep your shoes or boots in shape and whip away any moisture after wearing them. Anyways, the box is just a box. What is interesting is what is inside of the box. So let's get into this. And as always, this review and this comparison is gonna be based on its aesthetics, its comfortability, durability, versatility, and affordability. And first up, the aesthetics. Let's take a look at these two bad boys up close. Both the Duke and the Cavalier has a very sleek and slim silhouette with a narrow toe box. And now let's check out the side view. The side view is where you can see the most difference. For the elastic bands, the Duke version features a straight elastic band, whereas the Cavalier version, the band is narrower on top and wider at the bottom. Aesthetic wise, I prefer the straight elastic band on the Duke. It just makes the side view slimmer and more streamlined. The Duke has a flat ankle, whereas the Cavalier has a protruding front and back of the ankle. The Duke also has a pull tab on the heel, whereas the Cavalier doesn't. Another main difference between the Duke and the Cavalier is the boot soles and the heels. The Duke has a rubber sole with rubber studs for better traction. The Cavalier has a leather sole, which makes it look more dressy, but it also has rubber studs for better traction. The Duke has a thicker sole and a thicker heel than the Cavalier, which is definitely a plus, cause I mean, who doesn't want to gain a few centimeters of height? The Duke has a 3.6 centimeters or 1.4 inch heel height, whereas the Cavalier has about 2.6 centimeters or 1.2 inch of heel height. So overall, in terms of aesthetics, the Duke gets a 9 out of 10 and the Cavalier gets an 8 out of 10. Okay, next, let's talk about its comfortability and its sizing. Let's talk about the sizing first, okay? For my feet, I don't have narrow or wide feet. My feet is pretty standard. For both the Duke and the Cavalier, I'm wearing US size 9. And in comparison with my Adidas NMDs and my Adidas Ultra Boost, I wear US size 10. For my Converse Chuck Taylors, I wear US size 10 as well. For my Vans slip-on, I wear US size 10.5. For my Timberlands, I wear US size 9.5. And for my Red Wing Iron Rangers, I wear US size 8.5. Just to give you guys a comparison to how it fits in comparison with other shoes. In terms of comfort, gotta say they both feels very comfortable right off the bat. It is not quite as comfortable as the Timberlands, but it is way more comfortable than the Red Wing Iron Rangers. The sole feels soft and not very stiff. Both feature a cork bit midsoles, which form to the bottom of your feet over time. The elastic band is also very stretchy, which makes it easy to slip on and off, which is the biggest plus. The main reason I love Chelsea boots so much is because of the ease of wearing it and taking it off. One major difference between the Duke and the Cavalier is that the Cavalier is a bit slimmer than the Duke. So when you put them on, it is gonna feel a little bit tighter in the Cavalier. It is not that it is uncomfortable or anything, but I believe that over time the leather will eventually stretch out a little bit. So if you have wider feet, just take note that you might need to size up half a size if you're getting the Cavalier. So in terms of comfortability, the Duke gets a 9 out of 10 and the Cavalier gets an 8 out of 10. Okay, up next, let's talk about its durability. Thursday boots, although I didn't specifically saw on their website, but from what I know, they use full grain leather on their boots, which is the highest grade of leather. They both feature a Goodyear welted construction, which means the soles are stitched to the upper with a welt in between. Basically, it is the best and the most durable of any sole construction. Makes the shoe more water resistant, and you can resew the boot when the sole wears off. And the suede on both boots are also treated with some kind of a weather-safe process, which means that the suede actually repels water. Let me show you, right? Check it out. The Duke is definitely, it does a better job to repel the water than the Cavalier. On the Duke, it is like magic, right? But on the Cavalier, the water didn't bounce off so smoothly, which means that in terms of protecting against water, the Duke definitely has a higher point. But anyways, the water repellent suede on these two boots means that you can pretty much wear it when it's raining outside and you don't even have to worry about it. But still, I recommend not intentionally getting them wet. Just be smart, right? Try to protect your boots as much as possible. The elastic band on the boots is also pretty moderately thick and is very sturdy. It returns to its original shape after you stretch them out. So in terms of construction, I expect to see these two boots last a very, very long time. At least 10 years if I take good care of them. So in terms of durability, I'm gonna give both a 9 out of 10. Okay, next, let's talk about its versatility. The Duke Chelsea boots are definitely a bit more rugged than the Cavalier. So in terms of versatility, I would pretty much only wear the Duke with jeans and nothing formal. The Cavalier, on the other hand, is a little slimmer, a little more refined. It has a leather sole which is thinner and more dressy. So the Cavalier definitely can be put off in a more dressy occasion, like a smart casual or a business casual outfit or something. So in terms of versatility, the Duke gets a 7 out of 10 and the Cavalier gets an 8 out of 10. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about the affordability. The Duke retails for 199 USD. The Cavalier retails for 190 USD. So both are incredibly value for money. I talked about their durability and build, right? I mean, for a pair of Goodyear welted boots with full grain leather, find a pair of boots that is of the same quality and cost less than these. That is my challenge to you, right? And if you can find, I would love to know. The boots from Thursday Boots Company are like clothes from Uniqlo. They have very good quality, but at the same time, they offer it at a very competitive price. Plus, if you live in the US, they have free domestic shipping. So in terms of affordability, both gets a 9 out of 10. Overall, the Duke gets an 8.5 out of 10 and the Cavalier gets an 8 out of 10. Although the Cavalier is more versatile and more low-key, I'm gonna have to give the winner to the Duke because of just how bad boy and rugged it looks. Anyways, whether the Duke or the Cavalier, definitely recommend them if you're looking for a very stylish and a very sick looking pair of boots at an affordable price. You can pretty much rock them in any kind of casual occasions with jeans. If you want to look taller and more rugged, definitely go with the Duke. And if you want to look more sophisticated and you want to go with a more versatile option to possibly dress it up with business wear, then the Cavalier is definitely gonna be the better option. Plus, the Cavalier is $9 cheaper than the Duke, so it's a little bit more affordable. And that is basically it for this review and this comparison. Why don't you drop me one of these to let me know, yo, Evan, I appreciate it, man. Remember to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you haven't done so already. Have a great day, y'all. I'll see every single one of you in my next video. Bam!